Hello. So my dogs are absolutely losing it right now outside. So I'm gonna mute myself until there's something that needs to be said. It's been forever since I played this, so I don't even remember where I am.
Working hard? It's the lumbago. Now, if I overdo it, I'll get a relapse. It's very serious.
Get up or get out.
You can be so testy. What is it, constipation?
Guess you're my proof I'll never quite outrun my sins.
You got so sanctimonious in your old age. No wonder she left you. It's like rooming with the King James Bible.
Get up!
Ow! I'm getting up. Oh, no, wait, what did I have to tell you? I went into town. I got a little drunk. Oh, shit! Well, we gotta go. We gotta go to Saint Denis. Charles Smith is alive, I reckon.
Charles Smith alive? Really?
I reckon. Unless I dreamed it all, and by the sound of it, not doing too good neither. Here we are.
Come on, let's get off.
All right.
Back in Saint Denis. I never liked this place.
Yeah, well, me neither. All right. Let's go find that big sour bastard.
Sure. Let's split up.
Good idea. I'll take the saloons, you take the slum.
How about I take the saloons and you take the slums?
How do things go?
Tranquilo.
Hello. I had about.
Hey, partner.
Next to you, other fellas look like little boys.
Hey, partner. You seen a big Indian guy?
Indian? Sure. I've seen hundreds.
Hello.
A big guy. Boxer, maybe? Likes fighting?
Yeah. Bare knuckle guy. Think he's fighting tonight over at St. Saturnine's.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No problem, bud.
Hello, sir.
Quick, come on!
What took you so long?
Oh, good Lord. I was just beginning to enjoy some peace and quiet.
Asked that first barman I met, and he told me Charles was here.
Still love us.
Not one of life's great mysteries, turns out.
And you are a killer. I don't pay pinheads no mind. We both know what you gotta do. I'm leaving now.
He don't know the half of it.
John? You're...
I'm alive. So are you. So's he.
That's Uncle?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm alive.
Uncle thought maybe he was in some sort of trouble.
Kind of. Just... I don't know. I'm throwing fights for a few dollars.
Throwing fights?
Sure.
And you like that?
Of course not.
So...
So... Let me go place a bet. Come on. Man, I thought you were dead.
Sure. Abigail's still alive, too, only she left me.
Excuse me. I'd like to place a bet.
On who?
On myself, to win. Lone Wolf.
How much?
All of this.
Okay. Funny thing, I pegged you for the favorite, but the odds just got real good. What about you, sir? A little wager on the wolf here? Real redskin brave.
Sure, I'm a fan of the wolf. Give me a bet on him.
Have I got a treat for you? An epic battle between the descendant of ancient warriors and a not-so-noble savage. On my left, a ferocious battler from the valleys, Simon of Wales. And on my right, an Indian Hercules. The savage, the untamable, the unbeaten, and dare I say unbeatable, Lone Wolf. You know how this works. No weapons, no forfeiting, no crying like a beaten child. Everything else goes. You win by knockout, you win by retirement, or you win by death. Let's have a good fight, boys. Let's keep it clean, but not so clean. Looking slow.
Hit him, Lone Wolf. Don't black out just yet. Hit him, Charles.
Come on, son!
Lone Wolf.
What is this?
Pretend he's Micah.
Rigged or
Knock
something?
him out. Try and stay on your feet, you hear? Hit him, Charles.
Don't be stupid, Lone Wolf.
Hit him, Lone Wolf. Katso. Lone Wolf. Try and stay on your feet, you hear? No. Come on, Lone Wolf. Gotta get you the hell out of here.
Hey! Lone Wolf! Whoa! How? Made my month, but you also made some fellas mighty unhappy.
So it goes.
Here's your share, partner.
If we'd just made the bet I said we
So you
should
keen
make.
on staying around here or heading off with me and Uncle?
But, John, I haven't seen you two in years.
I know. But right now, my sense is you just need to lie low.
Where?
We got a little place up past Blackwater, in the high country.
Okay. I gotta grab my baggage. I booked a steamer heading upriver. That's why I was pretending to throw the fight.
Okay, boys. I'll meet you at the bridge outside Saint Denis.
What are you doing?
Just have a few errands to run.
You're useless.
I am a deep thinker.
Be quick.
Come on. This way. My bag's on the dockside. So, what happened?
You mean back then? Arthur helped me get out. Gave me a chance to live, I guess. You know that Arthur...
Sure. Word got to me up north, so I went back and buried him in Miss Grimshaw.
I had to run. If any of us had been found, we'd have...
Oh, of course. I understand. He's where he would have wanted to be. A pretty hillside, facing the evening sun.
He gave me his satchel with some of his things in it. Remember that journal he always drew in? I got it. I'm a bit of a draftsman myself nowadays.
He was a good man. As much as any of us could be.
Getting sick like that has to rattle a fella.
Rattle him or give him some kind of understanding. What his life was really all about.
Yeah? That makes sense.
Anyway, I heard all you were dead. Or I might have come looking.
And me, the same about you.
Dutch?
Who knows? Dead? Maybe? I'm not sure. I heard all kind of things, but one thing I know, he ain't around here. I ain't heard nothing real in years since, well, that time.
Nor me. And Micah?
I hope that bastard's dead. You know, he was the one speaking to them agents.
What?
Putting them on us the whole time. Or since before I got off Sisika.
They picked up Strauss. The agents. Made a real mess of him. I heard he died in custody. Never said a word.
Guess some folk is strong in ways you can't see.
Everything that happened. All those deaths. Micah?
None of us is innocent in that. Dutch, least of all. But I don't think we would have had to make those calls. All that mayhem. If it wasn't for...
We were on a very bad path.
Okay.
Hold on.
What?
Careful.
Why?
Those are Guido Martelli's men.
Who?
He used to work for Angelo Bronte.
I've only been here an hour.
Hey. Come over here.
What now?
Well, you go left, I go right. On three. Three. You couldn't have thrown that fight!
Never just one fight.
Evidently!
Let's go. There's a wagon up there. I'll get my bag.
Okay.
Come on, John. I'll drive.
Okay. Where was Uncle gonna meet us?
Over the bridge going out of town. West.
Hold on. You see any law?
Not yet.
Keep your eye out. Saint Denis ain't short on police.
I remember that. Only too well.
Anyone?
Good so far. Further we get from those gunshots, better chance we have. Of denying it, at least.
No. We can't get caught. Martelli has the police chief in his pocket. If they take us in, we won't get out of the interview room.
I don't want to get in a shootout over this. That's not the man I try to be anymore.
No, I don't want that either. You see anything? I think we're clear.
If I ever want to go back, remind me that I hate Saint Denis.
Guido Martelli will happily remind you of that.
Give me some simple folk and wide open spaces. Speaking of simple,
John! Charles! Yeah! You boys been all getting up to no good?
kind of. Been getting shot at.
Well, they weren't very good shots. Come on, let's head for home.
got you now, you piece of shit! I want his scalp. Get him! He shall scream! Move up! Get him!
Oh, hell!
Leave me in peace. You son of a bitch!
We're getting there, ain't we? There you go. That's a girl. Doing okay, girl.
Come on in. New faces.
Hello, Sadie.
Oh, John. Come sit down.
Sure. You got any work?
Yeah. Well, there's always work. Whole country's getting robbed, robbing, or stopping robbers. Well, seems like there ain't much else in this world except bastards, victims of bastards, and the bastards who want to put the bastards in the ground.
And which are you, exactly?
Me? In my time, all three. But same as most people.
I guess.
Well, funny thing about this job, well, opportunity, I just might get to be all three again.
How you mean?
You ever heard of Shane Finley?
Cattle wrestler?
Murderer, thief, child killer. He's wanted in 5 states. I caught him last week. He was disguised as a lady in a house for fallen women. I was bringing him in when I got robbed by a professional rival of mine, James Langton. Oh, he's a nasty bastard. I didn't much like him even before he robbed me.
That happened a lot. This line of work.
Yeah, but they're all people like me. Anyway, now they're holed up in the desert down south waiting to head north so they can hand them in to the state troopers in the north country. I'd given up on the job as just a bad lot, but now that you're here, maybe we can go rob them back.
Is the money good?
Yeah, it's real good. Plus, I don't much like getting robbed by no one. Come on.
Where is it we're heading again, you say?
South. Now come on, mount up. We got a ride ahead of us.
Of course we do. Be a good girl now.
Follow me. Let's ride.
Yes, ma'am. That new horse?
Some folk buy ranches, some buy horses. Horses are cheaper.
He looks mean.
He is.
My ranch, it's something else, you know. You gotta come up there.
Ain't had any trouble?
Some squatters, but that's it for the most part.
That's good. Maybe these fellers I heard about have stayed north or gone off somewhere else or dropped down dead in their own tracks.
It's good country.
All country is good. It's just folk that are bad.
You know who I got up there with me?
Uncle.
Besides Uncle.
Abigail?
Abigail ain't come there just yet.
Really? You, wanna talk about it?
Well, maybe, but Charles Smith. We found Charles Smith.
Charles? He's alive?
Yeah. He's doing okay. He was prize fighting in Saint Denis. Weren't seeming too well. He took everything real hard. But I think life on the plains is gonna be good for him.
I always liked Charles. You send him my best.
I will. You know, you can come along too. Build a cabin on the land.
I've done that all before. Can't do it again. I'm on my own now, John. I ain't so good with people.
The offer's there, whenever you want it.
That's kind. Unlikely to be taken up, but kind.
You heard anything of Dutch?
Nothing. You?
No. You'd think. He's a colorful character. Word would get out.
That's one way of putting it. Look, what happened with the gang changed everyone who was a part of it. The Dutch who put a blanket round me after the O'Driscolls, that weren't the same man at Beaver Hollow. And now, he might not be so colorful no more.
You see a man whose character changed. I see a man who got found out for who he truly was. We was fools to follow him. I was a fool and I paid for it. But I was one of the lucky ones.
Micah, John. Micah's the one who set it off.
I blame me for following Dutch for too long, but I blame Micah for most everything else.
He's out there.
And someday, I hope we'll find him. But not now.
Come on. There's a spot up ahead where we can see over most of the country. They'll be down there.
So, James Langton, the bounty hunter, has got this outlaw you captured in a women's boarding house?
Shane Finley. Correct.
And we aim to have Langton give him back to us before he rides north with him to hand him over to some state troopers?
Correct again. Though the giving back part is optimistic.
I'm forever the optimist.
We cut off here. This is the place.
It's a view, all right.
Hold. Come on, let's go take a look down in the valley. Come on, John. Help me find them.
I think I see something.
Yup. There they are, down there.
Who's who?
Well, the Bounty is the feller who's all tied up.
Very funny.
And that big fat feller with the funny hat, that's James Langton. The other fellas just work for him.
Where do you think they're heading?
Come on. Let's go follow them. You've got to follow them, John. Come on. Yeah. They'll be coming through here. There they are. We follow and keep an eye on them. Stay back from the edge. You won't get north through here? What are you doing, huh?
You talking to me or Langton?
Sorry, I ain't used to having anyone with me. My guess is they'll stop up ahead. We can get a better look at them.
You know his thinking pretty well.
If you can't outgun them, you gotta outthink them.
This doesn't have an update, so you can play with unlocked FPS if you're playing on patch 1.00, and that's what I play on, because you also get the old John model. So before they turned him into like a John or Arthur look-alike, and you get the increased the ray tracing because they removed that after patch 1.6. Like a lot was removed and changed, and if you read up on it, you can actually find that. There's proof online whenever they changed the lighting in the game, the shadow qualities, and then they also locked the frame rate.
Doing pretty well for himself. How come he's got all them men and you work alone?
I got you. You're worth 10 of them.
Great.
All right, so what you think? Should we threaten them, start shooting at them, or sneak down?
This game, my game is running on patch 1.0, so I don't have an update. I don't install the updates because I don't play online. Yeah, you have to download the game, or not download the game, but use the disc version to get the shadows the way that they're supposed to be, which is how the game originally released. But like I said, if you play anywhere past 1.6, I think they're on 1.14 now, you get lowered shadow quality. And there is no shadow quality in like Oldest Fog and stuff that wouldn't even be in. One second, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Let's threaten them.
I reckon you threaten them and I'll cover you.
Okay. Get over there and cover me. Hey! Hey! James Langton! You robbed me!
Let's see if I can find. So yeah, it's pretty simple to get the game without patching it, though. You just have to install the game while you're offline, and then make sure that you have a full memory drive. I have the launch special edition, the one that comes in the red tin can. So it's a release day copy as well, so it runs on the lowest patch that was ever made for it. The other good thing about playing this game with patch 1.0 is that you actually get to do all the glitches, so you can go to Guarma, finish out your encyclopedia. You can do everything with Arthur. Oh, they're not going to do it simply because that whole Red Dead Redemption remake possibility. They're saying that it's a rumor, but it's a pretty strong rumor that they're going to be remaking the first game and releasing this Undead Nightmare and the original game all together, which would be amazing. Like I said, though, you can play at unlocked frame rate if you play like this. It's just a matter of the pain in the ass that it takes to actually install the game without having any patches. And then what really sucks is whenever you're having a good time like this and the game accidentally, or the PlayStation 5 downloads the update for the game.
We need our horses.
And GTA Online is going to be the death of these games. I mean, they say that's why Dan Houser left, like the main writer and CEO of Rockstar, and then Laszlo left too, which is another writer, and also the dude that's he's also the one that does the radio. He writes all the radio stations, so they lost like the main dude. It's so stupid.
Are you with her? What's it look like? We're going for a ride. All right,
It didn't
girl.
work out for you before, Hey, don't shoot me! You should let me...
Now let's get out of here. Come on. Look out on the rope bridge. Stay with me.
Damn it. Damn it. I shouldn't have shot at those guys. But yeah, maybe some, if they do unlock the frame rate, that would be cool, but they also have to turn on the shadows again, because if you just go online and look it up, I don't remember who the YouTuber was, but it was some young guy, and he showed a comparison where he showed the same save file, and he showed that it was, oh yeah. Yeah, that's what's so bizarre about it, man. Like, they literally made this game where it was running unlocked. Like, that's why the main issue happened in Saint Denis, people are always having, where they would get a lot of lag because the frame rate was unlocked. And it was also had all the ray tracing and everything from the original, what they had basically showing off in the trailers and stuff. If you go online, like I said, go online, find that guy's video. I'm not sure exactly whose it is. But, shit, this is getting tough. Anyways, if you go online and look it up, there's a direct comparison that shows... Damn, Sadie, move! What are you doing? Anyways, so if you look up that video, you'll see that they downgraded the graphics to improve the frame rate, and a lot of people say it was also because of the HD, or the online.
I need to relieve myself.
There'll be a bucket in your cell.
I'm serious.
Yep, and so am I. Hit him, John, please.
Hey, you don't need to do that just because she told you to. I don't need to be hit. Just want to be treated simple.
I'll read your question here in a moment. I just have to figure out how to do it. I paused my stream on accident trying to get to it, but if you're asking about the sharpness of my 4K TV, or I'm not sure what that comment said. I apologize.
That's a whole lot easier with a partner.
That back there, you didn't need a partner. You needed a whole company behind you.
We did fine. And with Langton and his men gone, there'll be more demand for our service.
Sadie, you know I'm a rancher now.
I also want to apologize with my microphone set up right now. My headset died. The display level of sharpness on my TV itself. Oh, let me show you. 1 second.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looking for sharpness. I think I'm in the wrong part, aren't I? probably be general. No. Yeah, I guess whatever you're talking about is probably in the updated version of the game. Like I could show you my Arthur right now. After this mission, I'll show you my Arthur, and I'll just show you that. Yeah, I'm using patch 1.00, literally the launch version of the game. So it's awesome, dude. I can even just go get unlimited gold. Like there's a whole spot out in the underneath the first campsite. So I really don't have to worry about much as far as that goes. I could just go crazy. It's like my Arthur, that he's the Legend of the East. I did it right before. So there's a mission that you want to do, you get up to, and you can literally do everything, and then you're able to unlock like all the upgrades and get all the weapons. I think it's right after. It's the Angelo Bronte mission where you save Jack. When you go in there and go through the graveyard, you do that one mission, and then you can go to the west as Arthur, so you can unlock the entire map, go to Mexico, go to Guarma, everything, and I can do that now with John as well. But it's really cool with Arthur because you can make him buff, you can do whatever. I also, which is really cool, I have a save file that I got the glitched hair of John, so it has his hair that, like some of his hair from the before 1914, so like whenever Arthur's still alive. Yeah, like 1.0 is definitely the coolest. I think it also allows John's, like, I don't know how to do the glitch though, but there's definitely some glitches you don't want though. Like there's the fat face glitch, which you can accidentally, if you do too much weight gain and weight loss, you can get stuck with a fat face even when you're skinny, and it's hilarious. But it really ruins the game. You can't fix it. At least I don't know how to fix it. It's the same as the hair. You just do something, and it causes the hair to do it. Oops, my bad. Okay, I have to put him on bed.
Look where you're going.
Damn you!
One with the door open. We're gonna watch you swing.
The Guarma glitch is definitely one of the best, and like I said, I can show that as well.
You said you lost him.
Well, I did, but we got him back. Oh, and James Langton's dead. We killed him.
Why'd you do a thing like that?
It was him that robbed me.
See his face?
Here. Here's a decent price on Finley.
Mm-hmm, I know. You want this money to go to the bank, too?
No, I'll take it myself.
Okay, Jim Milton.
It's John Marston here.
As far as other games I play, lately I've been playing.
I'm retired.
I mean, this is my main jam. I'm definitely like really good at this game, and I love playing this. But the one other game that I play would be, I've got more than just one. Like, I'm very good at Crash Team Racing. I was in the top 5%, like when they were doing the tournaments. I was in the top 5% of that game. I've got a bunch of the legendary cards in that game. I'm really good at it. And half the time people think I'm cheating, but it's just I played that game when I was young. I've been doing a lot of the Ratchet and Clank, the new one. I'm almost finished with it. Just have to upgrade a few more guns. I was going to stream Cyberpunk patch 1.0, if you want to know the truth. But it runs a little too good on the PS5 still, even with that. Because I want the game broken. I want it to be like PS4 base version, which I have a PS4 base, and I'm thinking about doing that. Resident Evil VR, that's one thing I want to stream again, because that was terrifying. It's one of the best games I've ever played, and it basically ruins all other horror games once you've played that in VR. I was playing a lot of Zombies, Call of Duty Zombies for a while. Haven't played that in a while, but I'm very good at that as well. I'm trying to see if there's really much more. like big ones that I can imagine playing lately, because there really hasn't been a lot of good games coming out. Like, I got Demon Souls. I'm not very good at it. I mean, other than trying to think hard, I'll occasionally. Do I want Cyberpunk Broker? What the hell's that? Oh yeah, yes. I thought you were talking about a character in that, or a different, like a DLC for the game. Yes, I want the most broken version of Cyberpunk. I want to stream that, because that to me seems like a way cooler experience than the actual game. Just seeing like PS2 models and stuff. What is that? Oh, that's just a person riding their horse. Anyway, seeing all that kind of stuff, I think that would be hilarious. And it's more interesting than seeing the game fixed, seeing it broken. I'm trying to think of other games I play on patch 1.0 though, because this one's the ultimate that I play on. I can't play it on the new patch. And here's the other thing I want to just warn you. If you play on patch 1.0 and you go onto a newer patch and you play your single player game, it will stamp your single player game and you won't be able to play on patch 1.0 with it ever again. So I luckily never had that happen. This is a new save file. I played this game completely again. And I'm at the point where I actually didn't do any side missions with Arthur. This game is going to be specifically like, it was made for John. Like, so he can do more at the end of the game. Instead of just finishing the story and not having anything to do, I avoided all interaction with people on the road. So if someone was on the side of the road fixing their horse, I avoided them. If they needed help in the forest, I avoided them. I avoided the KKK. I avoided all that. Just so I can do it all with this dude. But I'll show you real quick. Let me show you the patch 1.0 Arthur that I have. I'm going to save this file because I don't know. Okay, yeah, so I have a ton of save files from different points in the game, because to me there's a few different points where you just want to play sometimes. But this one will be my, so this one, oops, shit. No, we almost overwrit my Legend of the East. So let me go in here and pick this one. This is the latest save. And I love Bearded John, or not John. Actually, I don't believe I have. If I did, it was my first save that got deleted by, because I lost the ability to play it on patch 1.0, but I still have an earlier save of that, but I'm not sure, I don't believe I 100%ed it. I just never went through, like, the hard work for it. Like, I got pretty close. Like, so here's my Arthur. As you can see, he's got the Legend of the East satchel. I don't have a beard, shockingly. I usually have a full beard. But basically, everything's upgraded. I think even my horse. And I can show you, like, if I pull up the map, you can see that I've been to the east. Let me see. Yeah, see? Oh, I guess it doesn't show it right now. But, like I said, I can show you if you really want me to. But this guy, it took a lot of work to do. Like, you have to do all the, let me look at the progress signs here. Compendium, you have to, like, get all the different skins, but I don't remember how to, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure, because I don't think I have the horse from it. I didn't go put it, there's a download link for it normally, but I didn't download it this time. I just barely installed this again last night, but normally if you just install it, you can get it like that. Then one other game I might stream sometime is PT again, because I can't stream it, because you have to have an online connection, and then I have PT, but I don't have a whatever the capture software is to hook up to my PlayStation.
Easy.
But yeah, so this is, they say that like right after this mission, I'll show you the mission too, that you want to stop doing the story basically if you want to have a Arthur that's fully healthy and you can get everything. So it's going to be Angelo, Bronte, and Man of Honor. And then Fatherhood and Other Dreams. The Panther Trail Settle. I don't know which one that is. It's been forever since I played. I'm sure I have it on one of my saves, but like I've got one that, let me show you. I've got one that's a closer save to being to the end. I think it's like 86%. Oh, it's 84. So this one's close. But this one probably doesn't, like I said, doesn't have any of the DLC, the first day one edition stuff, because I don't believe I downloaded it. And they might even not make you able to download it anymore, which would be really upsetting to me, because that first horse you get, that thing is amazing. It's just a beast. So yeah, this is my John, and I made him like he's a really good guy. I sat here and did all the farming for like a few days. Let me see my horse, because I don't know what I got. Oh, I got the white horse. I believe that's the white horse. No, the white horse up north. I had that in the stable. But that's my little horse. I don't know what kind of saddle I have.
One more time.
But we can go check out. Let's go check out the store real quick and see what they got. Did you ever get the white horse up north? Like I didn't know it was unique. I never sell it. I don't ever really sell any of the horses. It's just sad by the end whenever you lose all your horses and have to start over. That's why on this game, this horse is really weird looking. Look, it's one of the fastest ones, but its legs look tiny. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure you found the white one, because you sound like you've played a lot of Red Dead. But the white horse up north, in the Rocky Mountain area, like that is one of the fastest and coolest horses, and it's just like Dutch's. I just wish they had put an Undead Nightmare, and we could have got, some of the war horses or the horses of the apocalypse. Like that game, I wish I could stream it, because that game I'm really good at. Like I'm really, really good at Undead Nightmare and the original Red Dead, but Undead Nightmare, like I got the Chupacabra, I hunted that thing, I got the unicorn, I got all the horses before even becoming the second playable character in that game. So you can do it before you do all that, and you can save all the towns and have like a world that doesn't really have many undead. And then what's really cool is letting every town get overrun.
Hello, sir.
The Missouri Foxtrottler. Oh! I'm surprised I didn't get a wanted level for that. Just wanted to go to the barn. I can't even remember what it's called. Stable. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's take a look at what I got. It might not be that impressive, because this is the skinny John as well. Did you that seems fun. I always play that, I play that specifically when it's Halloween. So, Rachel, I put that up because I don't want to lose it. That's a unique melt. Angel's the one that you get up north, so I do have that one. That one's really cool. I love that one. That's one of my favorites, but I don't take it out because I don't want it to die either. And then Grim, I don't know where the hell Grim came from. I need to be able to read this. Hopefully you don't mind for a second. I'm going to see if I can read this real quick, what you wrote. There's a way to view it. I apologize. I'm just not very good at. Let me just Google real quick. And I think I know what you're about to say as far as Red Dead Redemption 1. It needs its frame rate's pretty bad when you really look at it. It takes like a day of playing it to get used to it. Like the frame rate's horrible. Let me see how much money I have on this character. The frame rate's horrible, and then the glitches. There's like game-breaking glitches in Undead Nightmare that can really ruin the game. And the online was destroyed by the hackers. Like, it's one of the worst, like, travesties ever to happen to me. There's gotta be a way to see your chat. Let me see. Really? Home Derby run? I'm trying to type how to read chat, stream chat. There's gotta be a better way. There's a way to do it. I'll figure it out. The headless glitch. I've never heard of that. I think I can actually set this to read your whole thing. Okay, I think there's a way for me to actually open it up for good. 1 second. Now, Undead Nightmare, there's one that specifically will ruin your game if you sleep too much. So if you sleep too much in Undead Nightmare and you don't check on your towns, you can end up losing a town overnight, and you can't get it back. Once you lose a town, you can't get it back. Like, you can save it, but there won't be any people there, and it won't stay saved. It will only be for like a day. If you save a town, it's like for 5 days, if not more. So, like, my main goal when I play that game is I usually go and try to save every town, and I don't save. I don't save at all. It's all auto-saved. So it's really a terrifying experience, because I can't screw up. If I screw up, if I die, if I do anything wrong, and lose a town, it's done. If someone dies in the town, they're dead. They don't come back. So you're basically you're doing the towns more than you're doing the missions. And I'm going to see how I can see this overlay real quick. There's got to be a way to do it. I'm not going to mess with it. I am not going to mess with it because I don't want to end this broadcast since I got you here. But I'm going to load up my other game again, go back into trying to get that going. Let's see where it is. Honest Day's Labors. Do you want to load? And you'll notice, watch the load time on this. This is one of the cooler things too, I think, playing on the PS5. And I don't know if it's changed if you have the newer patches, but if you've ever played, it's literally it doesn't take anything. It takes one still image versus like 20. Damn it. Sorry.
Come on, lady.
I don't think I've done the legendary hunts. That's one thing I haven't done in this game. I haven't done the legendary hunts. I did, like I said, I did them on the original Red Dead all the time. Online and single player, but I've never done the hunts on this game.
Feels like old times. It's good to have the old gang back together again.
Let's just hope things don't turn out like last time.
There he goes. What'd I tell you, Charles? Boy is as sour as week-old milk. No wonder she didn't stay with you. Not even a retired $2 whore would stay with you. That's the goddamn truth. Now, you used to be decent company, but now you're worse than a snake with a toothache. All he does is whine.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't get all angry. It ain't gonna change nothing. You're hopeless. And I mean that literally. You got no hope.
Fun little fact. I think Uncle's gonna sing later on, and that's the original voice actor that sings in this portion of the game.
Darling Abigail,
I've changed. Come live with me
Well,
in
the
a
one
nice
that
house. I
played
wouldn't ask
Uncle
my
in the
worst
first
enemy
Red
to take
Dead,
a
he was
shit.
going to
What are
be
you trying to
playing
say?
It's
him
all
in this game. They have
what you
voice
done.
lines of him, like you can actually hear
It's
him
gotta go.
talk sometimes, and he has his old
Get some
voice.
self-respect, you miserable sack of shit.
But
Build a
this right
house
here,
and
he'll
leave.
sing, and
Sit
it's the
down
old voice
here.
This
actor for
just needs
sure.
a woman's touch.
Eventually.
It needs leveling. No woman would touch this place. Now, I reckon these horses can have it down in a minute. Here, come on. Tie that end around the horses. You loop that end around there. Horses will pull it clean down. We good?
I think so.
All right. Well, let's get going. Now just pull.
You got this, John? I'll go when you do.
Okay. On me.
Oh, this is easy.
This way!
Get her down.
It's coming! That's it.
See? I told you it wouldn't be no trouble.
And now?
Now we head into town, buy ourselves a house right out of a book. Same as if it were a bicycle.
Where in town?
There's a fella by the train store. Cakes hardwood and timber.
Okay. You keep working here.
But if I don't go with you, who's gonna tell you
Just
that?
need a bit of peace and quiet from your incessant yapping. Charles, make him work. Whip him if you have to. You're a good filly.
Like I said earlier, though, if you want me to show you any of the glitches, I'm definitely open to doing that, because that's some of the funnest stuff in the game, because it takes a lot of, like, pre-planning, not pre-planning. I mean, you do have to pre-plan, because you have to make it, like, you have to make it across a giant river to make it to Guarma on your horse, and so the process of it is, like, pretty long. Like, you go across the mountainscape, and then you end up all the way in north of Saint Denis, not Saint Denis, but I can show you. I can show you on the map, actually. So you go, I still remember the path. I believe it's like right here, and then you end up over here. And you go all the way up here. And what's cool is you can go all the way north as you want. You can go out of the map. And then you go cross right here. And the river that you're actually crossing is this. Like, there is no... You don't have to cross that little thing. That's... Right here is what you cross, this river right here. And then you go all the way down. Mexico, you can do something very similar with Mexico. I've went to Mexico several times.
I'm sure you'll make the money back.
Oh, hey! Can I ask you a question? Give me that damn thing!
Oh,
Now!
Take your hands off her.
Watch it! What? Out of the way!
Whoa, watch your step, all right?
What the hell? Excuse me, sir. You work here?
No, I just hang around here for fun. I'm joking. How can I help you, friend?
I know this sounds crazy. Some dumb old coot I know is telling me there's these houses you can buy pre-cut.
Not crazy, friend. The very latest in modern convenience. Convenient and cost efficient. Which house do you want? Each one is
Look at that.
entirely
There's a
unique,
glitch.
but also the same.
Excuse me?
Perhaps I'm going too fast, sir.
That's
If you want
hilarious.
to buy a house,
I think so.
I'll give you a luxurious,
So my favorite
entirely
repeater.
unique pre-cut palace.
Honestly, if we're talking all the way to Red Dead Redemption 1, it's going to be that,
Maybe sooner.
I'll take that.
oh, my favorite repeater, it would be the Evans. I think.
Credit from the
I use the Evans a lot.
Fan,
Mainly because I was super good with it in Red Dead 1.
you write your name here.
And then the bolt-action rifle is also one of my favorites. The bolt-action rifle,
Proud owner of a
especially in Red Dead 1, it just has the power. It's got like the power of a sniper rifle in a little gun like that.
You boys give me a minute.
I picked the Evans. I believe I even have the Evans
I'm not sure.
with this guy.
Fella came by the farm.
But I might also have
He said the
shotgun.
was hanging around. Lots of them.
The Henry repeater.
Armed to the teeth back at the ranch.
Who are these two?
Guns for hire. If their skin is about, we need them.
We ain't got that kind of money, Charles.
You want to get
I have it. I just haven't played much of it.
nasty.
I haven't played very much of it at all. I played like the first level where you're in that little shootout in the town, but that was about it. I feel like I need to play it though, because I have confidence that the story's good. If it's anything like every other Rockstar game, like back then, because Bully's like another game that I occasionally will stream. No one ever really watches it because Bully's just such a game that nobody even knows exists still, which is shocking. It's one of the best Rockstar games and deserves a sequel, I think. Red Dead Revolver though needs to be played. It's a good idea. What's really cool though is I have Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories on my Vita. They removed that from the store because that game's really, really like, you think that most Grand Theft Autos are vulgar. Gun, I did play Gun. I wonder if do you know if it's downloadable on the PlayStation Store? Because I did play Gun, and that's what this game, the first Red Dead Redemption, reminded me of. The first town specifically, that one where you're at McFarlane's Ranch. Like, I got total Gun vibes. I played that at my cousin's house back in the day. I never bought it, but I definitely played it. Oh, it's only for stream. Makes me wonder if I can pull out my PS3 and play it, though.
They take the guns to mean they're carrying something valuable. Instead of pre-cut timber.
It's PlayStation 2, though, right? If it's PlayStation 2, I have a PlayStation 2. And then there's also emulators. I have a PlayStation 2 emulator as well. I was playing some games that I never got to play on that. And then that's also a super good place to play an HD version of Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Gun might be on Vita? I can't imagine. Not a good gun. Maybe like a Vita gun. Oh, did you? I bet it is on there then. If it was on PSP. Is it my question though is it's a different game than the PlayStation 2 version, correct? Like, so because the PSP, I mean, there was cases where the PSP was playing PS2 games. But was it on that game specifically? Like, a game like, let me think. It's downgraded in a way? Is it downgraded in the way where you constantly notice, or is it just like kind of graphical differences?
I know this country well.
Is it like, I'm asking a lot of questions, but I'm curious about it. Like, if you ever played Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2, and then played Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PSP, it was the same game, but it was missing like half its levels. Is it kind of that situation?
This is the spot, just up ahead.
Okay.
You boys wait here. After you, Mr. Milton. Like I said, Nils is an acquired taste.
Nils. Nils, it's me. Willard Wayne.
Okay.
This is my associate, Jim Milton.
Okay.
He heard you was the best. Best smith around.
Wow, so it's still the same game, though. It's just that's the difference.
Have you got any made?
That's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Actually, because that's actually less of a
Like I said, an acquired taste, but a hard
less of a downgrade than I would expect.
You're off someplace now.
So the thing is, like, most people don't realize there's a lot of good PSP games you can play on your Vita. Like, let me grab my Vita real quick and see what I got on here. Like, because I've got two Vitas. I've got one that is a UK account.
Should I get them to pay you?
So if you're into like Spiral the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot and Crash Team Racing, you can never download it on the PS or PS Vita. But you can if you have a UK account. So you just get some UK dollars and then just Jack and Daxter. It's a good PS2 game, but that's like such a generic game to have on there. I'm trying to think of. Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Everyone find some cover! God damn! Keep your head down! Who are these people? You okay? What's up, Barrow? Look out!
Watch it! I don't like this one bit.
Check the tree line!
Who are you? Mr. Wayne, are you okay? Shit! Willard, how you hold up there? We'll get you out of here. Hold him on a damn shoulder. Hold on over there. Look out! Bushwhacking.
That was horribly played.
All right. You alive? For now. Mr. Devon, you okay?
Yes.
That the last of them?
I think so. There's more. They got the tools. They grabbed Mr. Wayne.
All right. You stay here, guard the wagons. Charles, come on!
Mr. Devon! We gotta get out of Mr. Devon! For Mr. Help me! Mr. Milton! Mr. Smith! Over here!
Are you trying to decide whether to get the Ultimate Edition, or are you trying to decide whether it's worth it? Because, I mean, at the moment, you're not seeing anything from the Ultimate Edition, really. I mean, the main thing you got from that was the horse on the online. And if you're not a fan of the online, this is technically the standard. My question is, though, do you have standard disc, or do you have standard download?
I'm not dying. Hiya! The Francis! They're still up there, high in the tree.
I mean, the Ultimate Edition does have like a lot of perks. Like when you have the like I'm not, so you do have the original. Awesome. Oh, digital though. See, you can't play patch 1.0. So if you're thinking about getting the Ultimate Edition, I would say try to find a physical copy, because then you got the choice of playing, like I said, patch 1.0 with this model of John. Because there's also go read online. The community's pretty like livid about it. They still have never given us John's original hair, but if you can glitch it, like I said, and I'm pretty sure you can probably get it to a point where it looks like it completely did in the original game, or in the original story mode. But anyways, the digital, you won't be able to go back on patches, because it downloads automatically the newest patch version of the game.
Mr. Wayne, we're right here! Where is he? Mr. Wayne! We're coming!
You lost something? You want it back? Let's keep going one by one. We got you.
We're cleared out. Keep going. Where's Wayne?
You hear anything?
It's too quiet. Mr. Wayne! Can you hear us? Mr. Wayne! Charles, I found the tools. Now, where's Mr.
Damn.
Jesus. We gotta move fast. Come on. Let's go. Back to the road. God damn it! A few minutes ago, he was chewing my ear off.
He knew what he was getting into.
Did he?
Skinners. Everyone knows.
Except me.
Later, John.
Charles, you all right carrying him?
I got it.
Oh, I was saying that when the Ultimate Edition, the good part about that is, like, getting your horse to like you. You get these spurs that it just is insanely fast. Like, you can literally just ride your horse for a little while, and you can basically make money off of selling those horses. So there's a few, like, that's a better way of doing it, because then you can just pick up any random horse, get it to love you, and then it'll be worth, you know, $500 or whatever they're worth. Even pretty sure you can do it with a stolen one eventually. You just have to get it to love you, because then it becomes your horse.
Come on. We gotta go. Shit. Those goddamn animals.
Put your tools in the wagon. Let's go. Okay. John, I'm riding with you.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Get us back to Beaches.
Those were the Skinner brothers.
I told you I was worried.
Sadie said something too. What kind of land have I bought?
Horses won't go this fast for long. It's not the land. The Skinners move around. But they're here for now.
I thought this kind of bloodshed was meant to be over with. What was all the nonsense about civilization?
This kind of bloodshed is different. Folks have been killed, sure. For good reason and bad. But rarely just for the fun of it.
That was fun for them?
No. Not that time. Most folk don't usually put up with such a fight.
Then I hope we put an end to it.
There was a caravan. A few months back. Massacred. Men, women, children. Ended up like Wayne. or worse.
Damn. Uncle! 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 You useless sack of crap.
I was keeping guard.
Really?
Whoa. What happened?
Skinner Brothers.
A lot of them?
Enough. Once this is done, I'll take Mr. Devon back to town and get poor Mr. Wayne buried.
Okay. Be careful.
Oh, I will. But I'm fairly sure we scared him off for now.
Bad business. Well, we'll be safe together.
Sure. If you say so.
And John, I love you. Don't you forget that.
Charles,
Good morning.
how's it going?
Good enough.
Real fine.
Take care, John.
Those plans make any sense?
Oh, sure. Seems easy enough, I think. How hard can it be? But I'll tell you what I think. Just to be safe, I'll do the reading and planning, and you do the building.
How did I know you'd try to weasel out of doing any work?
Now, that is plain unfair. It's inaccurate and not what's going to happen. I'm simply going to use what I've got, which is a brain. While you use what you've got, which is less of a brain.
Let's get started.
Well, first thing it says the foundation, which involves moving those heavy wooden joists. Definitely not a job for a man with terminal lumbago, unless you want to dig a 6-foot deep hole for me when the workday's over.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, here comes Charles. Maybe he can lighten the mood a little.
How'd you get on?
He'll be back, but not for a while.
Charles, dear boy, John needs help moving these joists. Now, come on. Get a move on. We gotta get started before the rains come.
You're very annoying.
He's right. We should get on with this.
This song is ridiculous. I literally just turned down my volume for it. Some people love it. I think it's goofy as hell. Oh, we're not strong enough. Oh, I wasn't supposed to be clicking anything.
Well, let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut it. I'll climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter what the weather, we're together. let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut it. Climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter any weather, we're together.
And I think that's everything.
John Marston, you have a home.
So do you.
Oh, I know.
And you, Charles, as long as you'll stay with us.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, to this happy home. Well, at least till this fool gets his woman back.
My darling Abigail, I hope you and Jack are doing well. I remain a fool, and I'm sure I shall die a fool. But I'm trying very hard to be something like the man you deserve. I have done something very silly in an effort to impress you.
It doesn't anymore. It does in this version. If you watch, like I said, that video, there's a video that shows how they removed the ray tracing after patch 1.6. Back in the day, you could delete your save, go back and just compare the two, and that's why I was convinced, like completely. I've got screenshots of books, rooms during cutscenes where like the lighting is still, you still have the, you know, the rays of light, like even back there you have that, but you can normally see a lot of it in the mornings. You can see a lot, especially like I said, mornings and the sunset.
Please come back to me. Yours always, John. Uncle, I thought you was... Where the hell? Okay, Missy. Hey, up.
Alright, sounds good. I'll talk to you then, man. You can subscribe to me if you want to see whenever I play this game. Usually I'm not doing main story missions. I'm trying to find, so if you want to add me on my PSN, it's AURANG, Orang. And that's all it is. I'm like a super early PlayStation player, so I didn't even have to put numbers or anything. I was saying, though, that normally when I play this, I'm doing a lot of the side stuff, trying to find... Because I don't really look up anything online, so I'll just try to find things in the single-player world, things I've never seen before. Just different things like that.
Easy now.
I'm probably going to stop streaming for a little while as well, so 30 minutes. I'll be back before then, but I need to use the restroom and stuff, so I'll be back in a little bit. Later, man. Thanks for watching. Unless you're still watching. I don't want to leave you hanging. Keep the content going. Oh, cool. I'll have to see. I'll have to check real quick. One of the most time-consuming things in this game was the legendary satchel on Arthur. That was one thing that was horrible. Like, getting it, you can get it as John. Like, I could go get it right now for free without having to do all the hunting. If you do it the other way, you have to get perfect pelts of, like, every small animal you can think of. Every animal you don't want to hunt. Things that don't show up. And the odds of them being perfect are just, like, super low. So it's like worse than Pokemon in the sense that, like, you play STA? Oh, GTA? Oh, Stardew. I actually started playing that this week. Like, more than I've ever played before. I was thinking about streaming it as well, but I don't know if there's much interest in that, because it's, I mean, that's kind of definitely a different game. I love it though, it's fun. I like the farming aspect and stuff. I'm real into that kind of stuff in real life, so planting plants and stuff, watching them grow. I'm playing Stardew. Unfortunately, it doesn't show what I play on my Switch occasionally. I was playing Tony Hawk for a while. I'm not very good at that. Ghost of Tsushima, actually, I played for a while. I was really good at the online multiplayer. I had like a whole group that we would do the raids. But they stopped updating it, so they did one update for the online and then never did any more. Did you? Yeah, I probably should. I platinumed Spider-Man. Probably gonna platinum Ratchet and Clank. I platinum basically all Insomniac games. Ghost is a fun game. Like, that is definitely like, it's like the Red Dead Redemption of samurai games, which is really awesome. I think I got to the second island. Then the online came out. And then after that, I think Last of Us, it came out after Last of Us, but something happened. Might have been the PS5 release, because I was able to get a PS5 when it launched. And that probably stopped me from playing. Yeah, you see, that's my problem too, is I want to beat both Ghost of Tsushima, and I want to beat Death Stranding. But they both announced that they were getting director's cuts. So it's like, well, what's the point of me even beating these games anymore? I just ought to wait. Like, today before I started Red Dead Redemption, that almost happened. I almost played Death Stranding. Then I almost played Ghost of Tsushima. Both are sitting out of the shelf right next to my PlayStation. And I just decided, no, it's not the full version. I'm going to end up having to play these games again.
Hastens your journey into the grave. This is a fatal condition I got.
And I'll give you another fatal condition. We don't get on with things around here, and we'll all starve.
Get on with what?
Farming, ranching, planting something.
The only thing that this land's good for is grazing.
Grazing?
Yeah, Ghost is a separate DLC, right? Unlike Death, which is Death has it's integrated. Alright, man. I'll talk to you later.
Sheep then. But any livestock, you're gonna need a barn.
Barn will take 3 of us 6 months to build.
Oh, you don't build a barn, dumbass. What do you think this is, 1785? You buy one pre-cut just like the house. This is the industrial age. The lumber fellers all have them.
That guy makes me hate the modern world.
Oh, come on. I'll deal with them.
Alright, I'm gonna end my stream there too. Got some things I gotta do in real life.